record. Hi,
Good morning.
this is Lauren and Lori again, and we're gonna do a 4th of July craft today since we just had the 4th of July. And so to do this craft, Lori, what supplies do we need to gather?
Well, we need quite a few things. So let's start with paper. We need some paper. I grabbed 2 sheets just in case. We need a writing utensil, a pen, pencil, marker, or whatever you have is good. We need paint. I have paint at home, red, white, and blue, but Lauren didn't have paint, so she made her own. How'd you make your own, Lauren?
Yeah, so I made my own paint. I'll show you here. I just made red and blue. But to make this paint, it was very easy. All I did was I put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 4 tablespoons of sugar in a saucepan on the stove, which you'll need your parents to help you with. And then I just added 1 cup of water and turned it on about medium heat and stirred it until it boiled. And then it was done and I added my food coloring. It was very easy. And when you're doing this, I know some of you have scooping goals, so really try to practice using your tablespoon and scooping out that cornstarch and scooping out the sugar. That's a really good thing to keep practicing.
Good idea. You're also going to need scissors, and you can use several items to make your painting. You can use toilet paper rolls. You can use pipe cleaners. That's what I'm going to use. You can use straws.
Yeah, I have some straws here. So all I did was I took, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straws. You could do however many you want. And I took a rubber band and just rubber banded them together. And I also, like Lori, have the toilet paper roll, or you could do a paper towel roll and you could cut it in half. And then we'll show you what else we're going to do with that too. Or you could use, if you don't have any of this, you could use a fork. Also, you can use like a dish scrubbing brush if you have one of those and dip this in the paint to make the fireworks. So that's another idea.
Great idea. Another thing you're going to need is extra paper to put your paint on, or I'm going to use paper plate to put my paint on. Also, I made sure I grabbed some newspapers to put down so I don't get paint on my table. Lauren didn't have newspapers, so what are you using, Lauren?
I'll show you, I just use paper towel. So I have paper towel down so it doesn't make a big mess on my table.
Okay, good. Good. Are we ready to get started?
I think we're ready. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to show you is, say if I was going to use this paper towel roll, it's kind of long. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to cut it in half with my scissors. And then some of you might need help to do this. You can have your parents help if needed. So there, then it's cut in half so it's more the size of the toilet paper roll. And what I'm going to do next for this, so we're going to make a firework out of it. So I'm going to take like this on the end, and then I'm going to cut just a few snips up. And it's hard to see. I'm going to try to turn it so you guys can see. I'm just going to kind of make these little slits all around this roll here. I mean, you can make them as big.
Be careful with cutting, and ask for help if you need help. You can do hand over hand with the cutting. You can do hop on with the cutting. That's something that a lot of us do, is hop on. Or if you're able to, you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, those are all good ideas of good ways to do it. So now I've got like this, and then this is going to be dipped in the paint to make the firework. But one thing we don't want to forget before we start that, Lori, what's one really important thing that we always try to do when we're making a craft that's something important to practice? We should write what on the back of the paper?
We should always write our name so we know whose project it is, and you can take credit for all that beautiful artwork. So I am going to do tracing. So I had somebody write my name in highlighter on my paper, and I'm going to trace it. So that's always an option. Or you can do the hop on, or you can do hand over hand. or you can write it independently. How are you going to do it, Lauren?
I think I'm gonna write mine independently. So I'm gonna move the paper down so you guys can see it. So here's my paper. So I'm just gonna write my name. And one other way that you could do it is just providing support at the top of the pencil. And I'm writing mine in all capitals. And you, depending on where you're at, you may do capitals. You may do lowercase like Lori. It just kind of depends on how you've been doing your name.
Here, I traced my name.
Very good. I've got my name there too. So then I'm gonna flip my paper over. Now I'm ready to do my fireworks.
Okay, but before we do the fireworks, we have to make sure we have our paint out so that we can do our paint. So I'm going to reach across and grab my paint. I have blue, and I'm going to use my pointer finger and my thumb to lift the lid or screw it off. And then I'm going to squeeze. Oh, it looks like I'm out of blue. Let's do some red. So I'm going to reach over, grab my red, bring it back, use my pointer finger and thumb to open it or to unscrew it. And then I'm going to squeeze the paint out onto the plate. And I'm going to do that for all my colors. I'm going to reach over for the white paint. I'm going to use my pointer finger and thumb to undo the cap or to screw it off. I'm going to squeeze onto the plate, the target. Let's see if I can get some blue out of this. I'm going to open my blue and I'm going to squeeze onto my plate, just like that.
You got some blue, perfect.
I did.
Yeah, I like what colors you picked. I didn't do white just because I don't have white food coloring. So I guess maybe left it, but I think it would be hard to see on here. So I didn't do white, but I like how you're doing white.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You're not going to see the white on the paper, and that's why I grabbed some glitter.
That was
you don't have glitter, you don't have to worry. I just happen to have some laying around, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, or if you are doing white too, another idea, if you don't have glitter, you could use a different color paper. If you have black paper, blue paper, then your white will show up better. And then Lori's going to show you how to do the pipe cleaners now.
Lauren showed you how to do the paper towel or the toilet paper roll. So what I want you to do is if you have pipe cleaners, I want you to pinch in the middle and fold it in half, just like that, okay? And then I want you to grab it in the middle and twist. You might need help because it's kind of hard. And then you're going to open these up so it kind of looks like a firework.
Very cool. See how that looks kind of like my straws.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Are we ready to paint now?
I think we are ready to paint. What do you think?
I think we're ready. Yeah. I'm going to turn the computer down so you can see my paper then. So,
okay, me too.
I think I see it. Yeah, I'm here. I don't have a lot of room here for mine, but there's my red and blue paint. So
Lauren, I'm going to start with the white because that's the lightest color and I only have one pipe cleaner star. So I'm going to start with the white first.
Okay. I'm going
to reach across and dip it in my white and spread it around. And then I'm going to put it on my paper. Oh, you can kind of see it. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, you can see it. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to do red. I'm going to use my toilet paper roll first. So I'm going to push it down, try to make sure all of it gets in the paint. And then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it on my paper and push it down.
Oh, I like the toilet paper roll. I'm going to try the toilet paper roll too.
Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty.
You can do several of each color on your paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that turned out neat. Yes, I like it.
Yeah, now I'm going to do blue now.
Okay, I'll do blue too. So I'm going to reach my white paint away from my picture, and then I'm gonna reach over and grab the blue and dip my pipe cleaner in the blue and put it on my paper. Oh, neato.
Oh yeah, that's looking really pretty. I like that. And so next I showed you guys with the toilet paper roll. Now I'm gonna use my straws. So I'm gonna dip my straws into my paint here. I think I gotta move my computer up because it's too hard to see. Okay, so now I'm dipping my straws in to the red paint. And then same thing, I'm gonna push it down on my paper. I might have to use my hands to make sure all the straws get down on the paper. And there's the another red firework. And see, it kind of is a different shape than the toilet paper roll, which it looks kind of cool. And then I'm gonna do a blue one.
Very nice. Notice how mine is totally different than Lauren's. Everybody's is going to be unique to themselves. So I just put my blue paint away. I reached over and grabbed my red paint. I'm dipping my pipe cleaner into my targeted paint plate. And then I'm going to target and drop on my paper.
Very pretty, Lori. That's looking very nice. I'm gonna show you one other way now with the fork. So I'm gonna dip my fork first in the red paint, and then I'm gonna push down and try to make it like a little firework shape. So I'm and you might have to turn your paper for this too. I'm gonna turn my paper like in a circle and go all the way around with my fork.
Oh, I like that. That looks neat.
Thank you. It's turning out pretty good. And then I'm going to use also some blue. So here's some blue. I'm going to kind of mix that in with my red.
While you're doing that, Lauren, I'm going to use the glitter that I have and put it on my white. I'm just going to hold it with my hands, and I'm going to shake a little bit on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yours looks really pretty. I really like your pipe cleaner shape. That looks awesome.
And again, you can do this with hand over hand. You can do this with the hop-on method, or you can do it independently. Whichever works best for you. Now that I have my glitter on, I'm going to hold it up and let the glitter fall off, the extra glitter. Can you see? It looks so sparkly and nice.
Yours is so pretty. I wish I had some glitter. But if you don't have glitter at home, that's okay. You can do it without the glitter. Just like
yes, I love yours, Lauren. It looks great.
Thank you.
And then you're going to leave it to dry. It's going to take a long time to dry because the paint is really wet. So let your parents help you find a place for it to dry. And then you can hang it up on your refrigerator or on the wall or in your bedroom. But we're not done yet. What is the last step, Lauren? What do we need to do?
So the last thing we need to do is make sure we put everything away where we got it. So we need to put our markers back away, our pens or pencils, our scissors, put your paint away, rinse out if you use dishes like I did, or like Lori used the paper plates, make sure you throw those away. You're gonna throw away your pipe cleaners or straws, or like the toilet paper roll that needs to be thrown away. So yeah, make sure you clean up your workspace after.
Okay, well that was fun. Thanks, Lauren.
Yes, thank you, Lori. We hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you had a good 4th of July. Bye.
Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.